Time now for another edition of Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Bradley Meyer, the Okoboji Wellness Clinic. Good morning, Dr. Meyer.
Hey, good morning, Dave.
Got a lot to do today. We got to talk about thermography, and then you've got a special allergy event coming up. Nate Poole had a interview for that with Patty Brown, so we got a lot to do today.
We do. Hey, first and foremost, Dave, I want to send a shout out to Jeff and Steve, two of our faithful listeners to Wellness Wednesday and regulars at Okoboji Wellness Clinic, and I promised them I would give them a shout, so that's a happy Wednesday morning shout out to those two great guys.
Awesome. Love it. That's a growing trend.
Exactly. It's awesome. So, yeah, we got some fun stuff coming up here. Every season is allergy season, but we think about it sometimes more in the spring and in the summer and maybe the fall during harvest. But we have a special guest coming, Patty Brown from Allergy Associates of La Crosse, and she is going to put on a special event with us. It's Wednesday, April 29th at 6 p.m., and this is at Okoboji Wellness Clinic, 3305 Berquist Avenue in Spirit Lake. Again, it's a time for you to learn about allergies and some of the different more root cause approaches to treat allergies, specifically with sublingual allergy drops. She'll be with us all day Wednesday and the team, and then Wednesday night at 6 p.m. the doors open, and she'll have about an hour presentation to talk about all the allergy options out there, specifically about this one that is really, you got to hear about it, you got to know about it. And then you can sign up, and we can get you going so you can start feeling better with those allergies. So that's a big thing coming up, and she'll be following me here with a little discussion about what that's all about. As well, we still have a few spots open. We've got the Acacia Wellness pop-up event. They come to us from Lincoln. It's Kelly. She's amazing. She's been doing thermography and ultrasound for a long time. She's experienced, and we've talked about thermography in the past, about how it's a radiation-free approach to look at inflammation in the body. She does whole body. She'll do breast thermography, breast ultrasound, whole body thermography. She's amazing, and I think we have about 3 spots left for her. She'll be here April 27th through 29th, again, Okoboji Wellness Clinic, 3305 Berquist Avenue in Spirit Lake. You can call her to schedule at 402-403-1910. Again, 402-403-1910. That's to schedule for that pop-up event here at Okoboji Wellness for thermography.
All right, very good. Now, before we get to Patty and her talking about allergies, just want to talk real quickly about some of the other things. Been hearing an awful lot about red light therapy. That's something you have at Okoboji Wellness Clinic. Been hearing more and more about hyperbarics, and also, like we've talked about the last several weeks, been hearing a ton about the Mitochondria Help, something that several years ago you got started with all of these things, and now all of a sudden it's like these things seem to almost be percolating like a volcano. They're just like ready to explode onto the national scene, and you've already been doing these things a while.
Absolutely. It's the terms mitochondria and energy activation. We want you bursting with energy comes down to that mitochondria, and a lot of the tools that we use focus in on that mitochondria, including the red light, including hyperbarics, including ozone therapy. And you come into the clinic, and many times folks, again, spinning their wheels and just not feeling their best or feeling like they want to feel. Maybe you got some significant fatigue, brain fog. The story, some digestive distress, bloating, and these tools, many times in combination, or we find the one that's right for you, can absolutely be incredible to activate that mitochondria. One visual I like to give with my guests is a teeter-totter, and you think of the organ systems on the left side of the teeter-totter, on the right side of the teeter-totter, is the toxins, and there's a lot of toxins out there, whether it's a virus or it's a mold or it's a food allergy, whatever, environmental allergy, stress, whatever it may be. We want that teeter-totter to be balanced by your organ systems. And many times that teeter-totter, the more toxin exposure we get, it starts to lose its balance and tip towards the toxin load. That's when we see a lot of stuff come on imbalance in the system where symptoms increases. Many diseases might start to come on. So in order to activate the other side of the organ systems, get them functioning better again, many times we're focusing on things like the mitochondria and activating metabolism. That's a big word out there right now, too, that works really to get the body supported and working towards balance again. And again, that journey of getting folks back in balance it's a beautiful process. The whole team here has a part in it and takes different pieces of detective work and finding out what things are missing and what things need to be added. And the journey that you are on, again, we are a guide. We are here to educate and support and cheerlead you and get you feeling your best. And longer appointment times, that's what we're all about here. It's hope. Hope is a big deal. Many folks that come here, by the time they get here, have lost some hope. And guess what? There's hope. And we can work towards so many great things to feeling better and getting one's life back on track. We always do the discovery calls. Those are complimentary at 712-339-6024. Those, Mychal can take those, Molly, Avery, myself. And just to give you a point of discovery on how maybe your journey might look like stepping in the door here and working with us over the course of some months.
Very good. All right. So Okoboji Wellness Clinic.com, Okoboji Wellness Clinic.com. And again, your goal is to get people thriving, not just making it through the day, not just surviving. Thrive, not just survive. Well, Dr. Meyer, I'm going to let you go now. We're going to turn it loose with Nate Poole and Patty Brown talking about allergies.
Beautiful. Have a great day, everyone. Be well.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Bradley Meyer, and now Nate Poole and Patty Brown.
We are talking another Wellness Wednesday, and we have with us a very special guest, Patty Brown. And Patty Brown is from La Crosse, Wisconsin. She's going to be at the Okoboji Wellness Clinic next week, Wednesday, April 29th, to have a presentation on spring allergies. This is definitely a topic that a lot of people want to know more about. So, Patty, I appreciate your time.
Thank you for the nice introduction. I'm really excited to be back in Spirit Lake. Seriously, what a great community. What a great healthcare system you have. It's awesome. I'm very excited.
And we're excited to have you once again at the Okoboji Wellness Clinic because, you know, when we think about allergy season, it is here. It's upon us. So what can you tell us about the presentation you'll have for us next week?
Well, what we'll be talking about is spring allergies, and I will be really honest with you. They are in full bloom, and they are really tough this year. So we're talking about pollens, so that would be the trees. Next up will be grasses, and then we have weeds, and the year-round ones are cats and dogs, animals, insects, dust mites, and cockroaches, things like that. These are the things that really wreak havoc in an allergic person's life.
With the presentation, given the different animals you just brought up there that you'll be discussing, what else will you be discussing next week?
So we'll be talking about how you identify these allergens, and we'll talk about therapy that is easily going to help you and help get rid of your symptoms, and it'll actually treat the cause of your allergies through simple custom allergy drops. And each bottle is custom to the patient, and it'll help reduce your medication usage. It'll help reduce your symptoms to the point where we believe you will be symptom-free. And once that happens, you'll be able to come off of it. The therapy is about 3 years long, and depending upon how compliant you are and how allergic you are, it really is 3 years to possibly 5 years.
So can you kind of explain to us about these drops and what has been shown or what has been proven that they work?
Yeah, well, that is such an interesting question. So the drops are made with FDA-approved antigens, and then they're mixed with a 50% glycerin diluent. And that sounds like a lot of words, but the bottom line is it's sweet. And so the actual solution tastes good, and it's not something you hesitate to take every day, 3 doses a day. And did that answer your question about what can be treated and what we expect?
Yeah, and because this is something that, of course, has been FDA approved, and you have had good results with it, positive results. So if we can eliminate the whole allergies with a lot of people that deal with them, this is something to attend.
It really is, because a lot of people will just opt for over-the-counter treatment. And I am pretty sure that you and I and everyone else doesn't want to be doing something forever and costing money where they could treat the cause and get that done first. So using FDA-approved antigens, we can help you with this therapy. It is really straightforward. It's simple diagnostic test. It can be skin testing, which Dr. Meyer's staff is well trained in, or it can be a blood test. Very easy to take, and then you go from there and you get your drops, and away you go.
You had mentioned that these drops would be good for any kind of allergies. So it'd be the weeds, the grasses, animals, but also food allergies, any kind of allergy.
Yeah, you're really right on track. There are certain allergies that it doesn't work for, and so that would be like bees. Those you need to go to see an allergist for that, and there are reasons for that. But for most allergies, for most of the middle-of-the-road allergic people, this is an excellent system. Slit therapy or sublingual immunotherapy, actually the drops, have been in play for over 50 years. We've been doing it for over 50 years. It has been popular in Europe, and it's a sound treatment that has great efficacy, and it's easy to do, and it's less expensive. And so I think a lot of those things I just mentioned make it very attractive for any patient who's thinking about getting treatment to treat the cause of their allergies.
Now, Patty, is this something that you have dedicated your life to in terms of trying to break the allergies?
Yeah, you know, it's very interesting. I have been friends with the developer of this since we were teenagers. That's about the time that dinosaurs ruled the earth. And so, yes, it has been a passion of mine, and I have worked here for a long time. I'm a nurse by education, and I really love doing the education part for the Allergy Choices Pharmacy, because a lot of patients and people just don't know about this. It's not spoken of often enough, and it's really a nice therapy because you can do it at home. You don't have to go into the doctor's office every day or every week. This is, you see your doctor every 3 months, and it's done in 3 to 5 years. While that sounds long right now, in the grand scheme of things, pretty short in your lifetime to help your allergies go away.
Patty, what do people really need to know about next week's presentation?
I think they need to show up with their questions. I love to talk to people and help them out, figure out what's going on in their life. And we just love to see everyone. Bring a friend, bring your neighbor, bring grandma and grandpa, because, listen, allergies start young and they go to all ages. And so come join us. Come meet us. We'd love to see you.
Perfect. Patty, appreciate your time as always, and we'll see you next week in Spirit Lake.
Yep, that sounds great. I can't wait. My favorite spot. Have a great week.
You too, Patty. That is Patty Brown, again, going to be at Okoboji Wellness Clinic Wednesday for her spring allergy teaching. That's a 6 o'clock presentation time. Bring your friends, bring your family, and a lot of questions.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Patty. And thank you, Dr. Bradley Meyer.